Hi everyone, today I'll show you a house abandoned since about 2011. The owner was in the army and he was wounded in combat and awarded a medal for suffering for his country. After leaving the army, he became a civil guard agent. He also started a transportation company since we saw a lot of paperwork there and it looked like he used the house as the office for that company. I'll wrap up now and let you watch the video. I'm heading upstairs to start recording. Here we already have the first room. This one is pretty tidy. And it looked like a child's room. Why are there boys' or girls' clothes? And if you look closely, all of this is hand-painted. Now let's take a look at this room. And look, okay? It appears to belong to a civil guard or police officer. And on top of that, the boots are right there. And here, a record player. What's left of it, because this one is pretty damaged. Downstairs, there's one that's pretty much intact. It's more modern, but it's very well preserved. The sweatshirt is awesome, isn't it? This one here.
Oh, a box.
Of shoe polish. And products to clean boots. A brush. Wax. Look at the stickers around here, huh? There were clothes here. More clothes. Wow. From Spain in 2000. That, for those who don't know, is from a political party, so to speak. Right-wing, leaning towards radical. Although, well, now in the comments you'll probably criticize me saying that's not true, but anyway, that's what I think. Let's see, what's here? This one, I don't know, this one can't be opened. Damn. It's pepper spray. Self-defense spray. Awesome, dude. And a bunch of Spain stickers. I can do it with the gloves. I love Spain. Spaniards first. God, country, and honor. The Civil Guard's motto. This belongs to the Civil Guard. I'm not sure if just anyone can get hold of this. I suppose only civil guards could have this. We're pretty sure it belonged to the army and also to... And then he would become a civil guard. Because I do know a couple of people who went from the army to the civil guard. The civil guard in Spain, for those unfamiliar, is like a type of police. The police, basically. There's the police and the civil guard. The civil guard here deals more with the villages and so on. More clothes. If we found the whole uniform, that would be awesome, huh? And apparently, he also liked to paint. I don't believe he painted these, but there are others here that really look like his work. There are books here. There's not much here because in these closets I think there were clothes, but not much else. Yes, there's clothes here. There's not much else here. Let's check the other room. There's more stuff there. Look at this. It looks like that famous video with the coffin where they picked it up and danced with it. It looks exactly like that. The weird thing is that it only has one eye. It's very strange. And that painting? This painting is so curious, with the ship sinking and the sailors arriving. On the beach, I imagine getting to safety. It's really cool. It has a lot of details. The ships in the background, and these here, I think they're the ones the owner would have painted. Or maybe a relative of his. Could be, I don't know. All of these here. Even this one too, because if you look, it's halfway done. He drew it, but he still needs to paint all this part here. And there's something really interesting here. Let's see if I can pixelate it properly now. The identification card of a nun. Look at what the lady had. This came along with these. These things of Jesus Christ and the Virgin. You can tell she collected them because there are many, and the most intriguing thing is this right here. Look what's inside here, huh? There's a flower. Really well preserved. That the nun surely kept. Let's leave it there. It was like this. Let's move on to this little storage room. And look, how curious. The first thing we find. This reminds me of what old pharmacies used to have. to put some kind of drink in. The faucet here. But they're all empty. They don't have anything. And this briefcase, it's super old. Tobacco fruit. Oh, look at that bottle. It's huge. Damn. It's a hair cutting machine. One of the old ones. That's amazing. Look at those jumps, huh? No idea what this could be. There's liquid, yeah. It's full. I hadn't noticed. It's full. And it had something inside. This one too. Alright, let's go downstairs because we've already seen this floor, and let's go to the one below, which is much better. The one downstairs is amazing. Look at this magazine that I almost forgot to show you, from when they supposedly landed on the moon, and it's from the year 1969. It cost 10 pesetas. We leave the top part and come to this one. Look at what we have here. And we're going to go into this part here. This is the best part of the whole house, no doubt. And so to speak, this is where he had his office. What an amazing place, huh? That's amazing. Let's go check some things out. First, take a look at the chair, okay? What you actually sit on, the embossed engraving it has, which looks like a clam. The drawing. Look at all the stamps it had here. More or less a calculator, right? Yes, it's a calculator. Look at this piece of furniture, huh? What an amazing piece of furniture. Look at those engravings. Let's see if I can open it. Yes. There are many papers, so no, I won't record them. I'm not going to record much of anything in there. Don't let the address show. But pay attention to the details. It's an amazing piece of furniture. Look at this, which I'll have to pixelate a bit. The soldier, it's a certificate. Look at everything that was here. Suffering for the homeland, which is a badge given to those who have been wounded in combat in the army. We believe this is also from the army, but we're not sure. But we think so too. And here there's also a little medal. Damn, a car's coming. We have to stop. No, it's leaving, it's leaving. Is it leaving? False alarm. The car just drove by, but we had to stop just in case. As I was saying, there's a medal here. This one is of a virgin. And what else is missing? Ah, the box. Let's see if I can open it with one hand. We open here. I almost messed up there because it says it's a ring with a little picture. It's very old, huh? But it doesn't have any engraving or anything. Let's cover this up. And we keep going this way. Look at this part, okay? There's the facade that's splitting the house in two. And here on the ground, it's the same. The ground is opening up. Look at this room. The amount of details it retains. These drawings are like the ones on the wardrobe upstairs. Here it has a little chain above the bed. It has a Christ. There's nothing there. Oh, I hadn't seen this. It's a little badge of Jesus Christ. More clothes. They left quite a lot of clothes. Look at these fans, huh? I love this. Oh, the head of a doll. Look at this photo. Whoa. Okay, let's go this way. All the Spanish flags I had, huh? Look at this book. A historical overview, Franco. Look at this phone, huh? Super old from Motorola. If I'm not mistaken, this one has an antenna, yes. The antenna would come off. They're prettier, aren't they? A miniature chess set. It's empty. This is like for the ink. And we won't be here much longer since we're right on the crack. Ounce of gold. All nativity figures. A bunch of nativity figurines. Let's put this here. Look at what we have there. A photo of Franco. For those who don't know, he was a dictator here in Spain quite a few years ago. And look, there's a computer left. This room is really messy, but look at the bed, huh? Amazing, see? It has right here a huge rosary. And look at the wear right here on the headboard of the bed. There's nothing. They've turned everything upside down. Everything is full of clothes. And it also looks like it was painted by him. A dead rat, man, and it's not small. Damn, the crucifix. Alright, let's get out of this room. It smells awful. What is this? Isn't this the thing from upstairs? From the headpiece of a bride's dress. I'm unsure, that's my impression. I really don't know. There are a ton of rat droppings. And look at this doorknob, it's made of green glass. Let's go to the other side. Ah, this way, I forgot to show you this. Look at all the figures I had here. A bunch of stickers. And pins. Let's record this part here. And here, as you can see, they had the pantry with a lot of drinks. Look down here, all the bottles they had. This is also the office area. Look. National Police Corps. That's awesome. Car keys. There are a lot of cars because apparently he had a transport company. I'm not going to record much more around here because there are a lot of names. And let's go to the kitchen. Look at the coat rack he had here. You're going to be amazed by the kitchen's appearance. This is the kitchen, and we don't know why it's so poorly preserved. You can see how it is, because the rest of the house is much better preserved. It's as if this has been unused for much longer. Look, that's diapers. Come on, look, what a toothpick holder. Another pantry. Look, what a big knife. The cobwebs here are crazy. Well, and it's not just cobwebs, because the place is full of rats, and there are rat droppings all over the house. Now we're going to move on to this part here. This is like the living room. Here was the fireplace. Tablecloths and plates. It's full. Damn. Oh, look at the old iron. Damn, and all the silverware. Look at that clock. Such details. Typewriter. Look at the dining room from here. Look at this huge rosary here. With the chandeliers. Look at what I had here. A record player. That's awesome. The piano is full of the man's music. He must have really loved music. This will be for placing the sheet music. It's a Yamaha piano. Alright, we're not going to play anymore.
Let's see if someone is going to hear us.
Peaceful solitude is better than questionable company. Look at this shelf here. It also has a bunch of figurines. There's nothing. Look at the piano chair. This door here is the bathroom, but we can't get in because the door is stuck. The last time I came, we were able to see it, but the latch got stuck and it won't open.
Another room.
Books. Look at this book, huh? Everything about the weapons law. A legal guide accessible to everyone. And you'll be amazed by what I had here. My struggle, Adolf Hitler. Look at this box. This is the box of the phone I showed earlier. It's the phone we've seen before, but this is its box.
All full of glasses.
A Discman. And the clock thing is still on.
Some Ray-Bans.
Damn. Whoa. Check this out, huh? Some Harley Davidson glasses. Super old. That's awesome. More glasses over here. He loved glasses, huh? Here are more of his glasses. He had an extensive collection. It's full of glasses. An old phone. This is the downstairs. This is what's down here. I'm not really sure what it is. Looks like an oven. Let's check if it works from the other side. Yes, it's an oven. There's the door. This is definitely for storing a lot of stuff. I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please like it. See you next time.
See you next time.